Welcome back to another episode of How Did They Grow? I created this podcast because I wanted you to learn how other coaches, freelancers, service providers, and course sellers are growing their business, landing 10 to 20 new clients every single month, paying them 50, 100, 200K months. See, if they've done it, you can too. And that's just the reality. And I want you to listen to these podcasts to understand what strategies are they using, what techniques are they exploring, because it's in these gems that you can apply it to your business and actually scale things up. When you're ready and you feel like you actually want to learn practical, proven methodologies, or even you want to hire a team that can build you a profitable personal brand, book in a chat with our team because we can guarantee you go viral and guarantee you get clients for your business.
Welcome to the show, guys. This is the How Did They Grow podcast, and today we have on Harsha Tambureni. Tell me I pronounced that correctly.
Yes, sir. You got it. What's up, y'all? How are you doing?
Amazing, Harsha. Tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Yeah, man. So my name is Harsha. I am currently based in New York City from Atlanta, Georgia. I run an AI consulting company, mainly in the marketing world. So we pretty much create super accurate AI clones of our clients and then use that to automate their content creation and lead generation process.
Amazing. I was just mentioning, before we hopped on, that this is pretty similar to what we do. The only difference is our thing is not AI, but it's similar in terms of we save their time, because ideally the goal from using it with AI is saving time and them not having to worry about the whole thing. So what would you say, why did you lean towards the AI route?
Yeah, that's a great question, man. So I've been running this organic short form marketing agency for around 4 years, right? We pivoted into AI consulting and AI software development like a year and a half, a little bit more. And so that was straight up building custom AI automation softwares, whatever that a client needs to save time, save money, automate systems. I kind of realized that they're two disconnected pieces, right? I had the background in short form marketing, and then I started doing the software AI stuff. Like, what is the best way I can build it together? And I realized my own problem was that I was not consistently recording content. I was not consistently posting. So I'm like, maybe there's a way to fix this. Figured out maybe there's a way I can make a super realistic AI clone, create storytelling in a way that it's impossible to tell that it's AI, and then start posting that. And so from there, I'm like validated for myself. And then as soon as I started generating my self results, I'm like, let me sell this to clients.
Amazing, man. And I've seen some of the stuff that you're able to produce. And one thing you said really stuck out. It's like, it's the storytelling that makes it not really recognizable. It's not because it's not just it's the storytelling takes your mind off, oh, his mouth is moving funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, absolutely, man. Like, if I just posted the straight up AI generated content, that shit would be bad. I don't know if I can curse, but like that, it would suck. Like it's terrible. So it's like us playing the editing in combination with the actual content.
Yeah, amazing. And I think that direction is where content is heading. It's that storytelling, because everyone has their unique experiences, and whatever it is, obviously you're doing something really unique. But I wanted to give an example where it's like, for example, business coaching. Everyone's doing business coaching. I can't say the same about, AI cloning, but everyone's doing business coaching. Why is someone going to come to you and hire you to be their business coach? It's because of your story. It's because of you, how you're able to connect with them on whatever level it is. And that's why they're going to pick you. You know what I mean? And let me kind of ask you this in terms of the strategy you have for your clients. How much content are you putting out? Is it only short form? And how much content are you putting out?
Yeah, man. So right now we're only offering short form for our clients. We're trying to crack long form right now because that would be so valuable, but it's not good enough. Yeah, we haven't gotten it good enough to where we want to sell it to someone, right, and charge them for it. But it's only short form, and then it depends on what the client wants, right? So for me personally, we're at a point where we post 3 times a day, right? And so posting 3 times a day on my personal account, 5 times a day on the business account. So my business is pumping out 8 videos a day for me personally. And then for clients, most of them are trying to do 1 a day. So 1 or 2 of them are a bit more qualified and can afford to do more. So we do 2 videos a day for them.
That's amazing, brother. And it's like set and forget for them. All they have to do is like talk in front of a camera for an hour just to get the AI program. Then it's like sleep.
is done. Yeah, it's done. And
It's
the
done.
best part, I think, is like if they have they went to a conference, they went to an event, you know, they have some specific story that they want to tell, but they don't have the time to get in front of a camera. Or one of my clients gets anxious in front of a camera, right? So he's like, doesn't even want to do that. It's like we can get the AI clone, tell the story based on what they give us, and then make the content then and there.
It's so amazing, brother. It's so amazing. Again, just to put it out, just to kind of relate, because we do the same thing. So I'm trying to do this podcast in a way where it's like we can like kind of give as much value to the audience as possible. How do you convert for your clients? How do you make content that converts? Because a lot of people in our audience are coaches and experts, probably similar to you as well. And as you know, these people don't want to put out content just for the sake of putting out content. They're not influencers. They're not OnlyFans girls, right? They are coaches and they want to convert to clients. So how do you make content that converts?
Yeah, man, that's honestly so important in the topic of content creation. We like to treat it in two different ways, right? If a client wants to become an influencer or if they want to generate leads, because you can't make content right? So it's like, that's the thing. People think that, oh, I can go like, yes, you will eventually generate leads if you want to go influencer route, but you're going to be going through so much garbage of unqualified leads. It's really like we identify who the specific ideal customer profile is. We identify their biggest pain points, their biggest, desires. And then something we like to do as well is we ask our clients for the biggest objections that they get on sales calls. We take all of those and then we make that the hook of the video and then provide the solution and then have the call to action. So it's like most of my clients, on average, the video gets like 1,000 to 1,500 views, right? And it's like, sure, that doesn't seem like a lot, but then you look at the comments, there's like 30 to 40 comments of on avatar qualified people that are entering the funnel. So it's like using these kind of pain points, objections, desires as the hook, providing a solution through the content, comment keyword to ManyChat, enter the funnel, and then we have some simple qualification in the DMs to then book them on a call.
DMs are really, really good because it's like, I mean, no one wants to fill a form, bro. You know what I mean? No one wants to fill a 2-page form. Just build that connection in the DMs, whether it's through sending voice messages, actually watching their content and saying like, oh, cool video you made here and there. You know what I mean? Actually building that connection, and that makes, the sales calls super easy, man.
So much
and like,
friction.
Man, so much friction in the space today. Everyone's a guru now. Everyone's got a social service to sell. You know what I mean? No. Let's kind of get into sales. Before that, let me ask you one juicy question, and you can be absolutely 100% honest. What do you think with content, right? Do you think that the AI content is just something like an outlet for people who don't like to be in front of a camera? Or do you think that generally it is better than in-person content? What's your take on that? I don't know if I made that clear.
No, that's a great question, and I got it. Yeah, so no, it's never going to beat in-person real recorded content, especially like multi-angle, like, there's so much modularity and so much like personality that comes with in-person content. So I'm never going to act like AI videos will, beat them. I mean, we've worked with clients where they had an agency that made them record videos and then we outperformed the shit out of them, right? And that goes to show like our scripts are just better. It's not like the AI clone is better. None of that matters. It's the fact that our scripts are better is why the video performed. But generally the same script, AI versus in-person, I'm sure that in-person video would maybe outperform a little bit better if you add a bit of modularity, right? So that's what I would say there. I think in terms of the overall, most of our clients are not necessarily, they don't like being in front of a camera. They just don't like the effort and time it takes to set up the camera, look good, start saying a bunch of stuff, recording scripts constantly. They just want to know the fact that they have to read a script we send them, they check mark it, and they know that it's going to be made. It's like that mental convenience is what helps them the most. So that's kind of why we approach the way we approach is, yes, we have, 1 or 2 clients that are like deathly anxious in front of a camera and they're like, no, I don't want to do this. And then most of the clients are like, I just want to know that a video is going out every single day and it won't depend on me after I set it up for you. That's really the people we work with. We're now approaching a third category, which is people that are looking to build large media brands. So for example, myself, right, which is why I'm testing it for myself. I'm posting 3 videos a day. That's literally 3 videos that I would have to record, like 90 videos I would have to record in a month. That's a pain in the ass. Instead, my team just does it for me. All I do is check off on a script, right? So that's really, I would say, the main groups of people or the pains that this solution could be valuable for.
Amazing, amazing, man. I think this is really amazing, and it just goes to show how much AI has come. So kind of to get into sales is an amazing topic. I love sales. You said you take your sales class as well, so that's amazing. Let me ask you, how much nurturing do you do before the call? Like, do you have a lot of YouTube content?
YouTube is something that I'm just now starting to post. I'm starting to realize that, you know, one YouTube video view is worth probably 100 short form video views, right?
1,000, bro. Because if that person is like an actual ICP and they can sit and watch you for a 20-30 minute YouTube video, bro, it's like, oh my God, your ICP can watch you for 30 minutes. You know? How many reels, how many days did it take them to just organically watch 30 reels of yours? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And so it's definitely way better. I will say though, like the main, all our main leads come from the exact system that we're selling. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, if I'm selling something, that means that's my main way of getting revenue as well, right? So like, I would, if something else did better for me, I'd probably sell that. But, you know, so most of my leads come from Instagram, from my AI clone content. The nurturing really just happens in terms of like, I qualify. If they're qualified, I then send them a YouTube video before I book them on the sales, or after I book them on the sales call. So it's like, I qualify them, send them the Calendly, and then I send them a YouTube video to then pre-nurture and then pre-handle objection. Yeah.
Amazing, man. I've been doing some studying myself in terms of like content and whatnot. And man, that YouTube is, I wouldn't say it's untapped because a lot of people are doing it. I'll just say a lot of people are doing it wrong, because at the end of the day, what it comes down to is that hyper targeting. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
And it's like 100 views max on a YouTube video. It's a good day, you know. Whereas 100 views on a short form vid, you're cooked. Like, yeah.
Bro, I love that analogy, bro. I love that analogy. So other than pricing, because I'm assuming your stuff is not too crazy, but it's definitely high ticket. Other than pricing, what objections do you get? Because I can't think of any objections on my mind right now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, for every single high ticket, you know, seller or high ticket offer, the main objection usually happens to be price. I think for me specifically, for my offer, the biggest objections I get are, does AI videos actually generate leads? Does AI videos actually, they probably don't look realistic. I've seen AI videos online. They're very obvious. Both of those are pre-handled most of the time with my own content, or I just send them my clients' videos and they're like, yeah, that's okay. It's impossible. Right. So those are the two main objections I get. I would say another kind of sleeper objection that, you know, everyone gets the same objections, like, oh, I need to think about it. I need to talk to my wife, spouse. It's too much money. I can't do that right now. Oh, I'm not ready. It's the same shit everyone gets.
Yeah, it's fear of price, bro.
Right. So I get all of those as well. But I think specifically for me, it's like, oh, the AI won't look realistic. Oh, the AI won't generate me leads. That's really the specific stuff that I get. But the best part is that my product is so publicly available. Like, I send them the link to my clients' Instagrams. I just send them 6 different links. I'm like, here's 6 of my clients. Like, the proof is in the pudding. Go check that out. You know?
Yeah. And I think that is so powerful, especially when you're doing what you sell. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's like, and not just that, because a fitness coach could be jacked and he's like, come, I'll help you lose weight, but he's not really good at fitness. But with social media and everything, it's like, bro, just check out his Instagram, bro.
Yeah.
Check out
yeah.
her Instagram. You know what I mean? So it's pretty easy, man. It's pretty easy.
I hope you're enjoying this podcast. I hope you're taking notes. I hope you're learning so much practical wisdom, because that's what I really wanted from this podcast. Now, I just want to quickly say, if you're looking for a team that can actually help you explode and go viral with your personal brand with proven methodologies, I say this because I've been doing this for the past 5 years. We've got a team of 30 people who are ready to go ahead and explode your brand so you can get clients begging to work with you. Have a chat with one of our advisors. You can book in a chat using one of the links around this video, because that chat might just change your life.
Why don't you ask something about, you know, our in-person content and how much different it is? I mean, you have experience in it, but like in terms of what we're doing.
Yeah, no, I actually did have a curiosity. Like, obviously, the way you guys do it is you have a bulk of batch recording content. You make them do it all at once, and then they don't have to worry about it until a while after, right? Is your main kind of goal there is how well you can redistribute that content out, or like how many times you can redistribute it across multiple platforms? Like, what is the priority in terms of y'all's execution? Is it to get it on as many platforms and as many posts as possible? Or is it more so like optimizing for some sort of specific, this type of content needs to go here and capture this audience? I don't know if I explained that.
I think you did, but like I think you need to do a bit more explaining, because this is a bit technical, you know. So that
it is, yeah. So like
Yeah.
so when you get them to record the 2 hours, right?
Mhm.
Is it specific scripts you give them, or is it more of like a Q&A podcast? How does
Okay.
that work? And then how is that redistributed? Is it redistributed and clipped up in a way to be posted as many times as possible on as many platforms?
Okay, yeah. So let me kind of make that clear. Our stuff is like, it's not the podcast. I know what you're talking about in terms of the podcast thing. I know that one. That one is mostly like they even come into your studio and record that stuff, right?
Yeah.
All right. So our stuff is scripted. Like that's why we've been able to see successes, because you said it. You could have the same AI or whatever, but the script is what's going to take it to the next level. It's what's going to push it to going where you're going to get your ICP coming in, right? So the script is the most important thing for us, and we do a lot of research in terms of that. So once we do that, we get them to bang out, depending on how they want to do it. But usually, ideally, it's bang out 7 this week, bang out 7 the next week. So next week's content is already covered, right? That way, we can track every weekend in terms of we're tracking, okay, because you can't just we don't throw spaghetti at the wall, but even if you're testing, you know, you still can't be throwing spaghetti at it. Even if you've done your research and whatever, you still have to track and say, how's that doing? So that's really a big part in terms of tracking what's going wrong, why this didn't go well. What was it? The hook? Was it the messaging? Was it the way he said it? Because, you know, with AI, you can have a consistent, I don't know, you can speak on that, but you can have you don't have to worry about the guy not saying something well. You know what I mean? So if that ever happens, we have a coaching program as well. It's part of the offer where we are going to coach you on how to show up in front of camera. You know what I mean? Because we deal with business owners who this isn't their butter, man. Coaches just want to coach. You know what I mean? So this might not be in front of the camera, might be awkward. So we have coaching to deal with that. But to answer your question again, yeah, our thing is focused on conversion, bro. ManyChat is a big thing for us. You know what I mean? Yeah. So to get those leads in the DMs, and once they're in the DMs, bro, the conversation happens. We're testing out AI on that too, in terms of AI in the DMs. The founder is actually using it. He's actually using it for his page, similar to what you're doing, testing out on your page. He's doing that, and he's seeing a lot of results with it. You know what I mean? So soon, maybe this quarter or maybe next quarter, we will be onboarding that in our package as well, in terms of, because we usually have a person doing it, but obviously AI is AI, man. You know what I mean? So we have an AI doing the qualification in the DMs and just sending them the link. So that's basically it. What do you think?
Yeah, no, that's I was curious about that, because I think, you know, there's what I'm starting to realize is there's kind of 2 echelons of creators. There's that creators that want to just go kind of what's his name, like Andrew Tate, where they just have a shit ton of content clip, right? Like massive scale, right? And then there's the other audience that's more like, I don't care about getting a lot of impressions, followers. I just want to make money, right? And so I was curious what type of target, but it seems like you're focused on like you guys are really doing the conversion-based generating leads for our clients.
Yeah, definitely. And the thing is, like, you know, all the guys you hear, like, I have 500 followers and I make like 20K a month. That stuff is real.
Yeah.
But with our stuff, because of the amount of volume and the amount of quality as well, we do get our clients to go viral as a side effect. I don't know if that makes sense. But they go viral because of the quantity as a side effect. And, you know, with content, it just overlaps. You know, the more you put out, the more people come and they can binge in it. It tells the algorithm to push it out more. So like the effect makes it go viral. But because we're working with clients to make their money worth it, we have to focus on conversion because, as I said, it's good. Going viral is good, but like I'm a coach, man. Like I've been doing this for you for 2 months. I don't have clients. That makes no sense to them. So we focus on and get conversion. Yeah.
Yeah, got you. How often are y'all posting? Because I do know a recurring theme like that I see like y'all posting a lot about is like massive scale. Like, do you guys post like multiple videos a day with this kind of batching, or how does that work?
Yeah. So our main thing is like we have two posts a day, right? One is regular talking head, and one is carousel type, right? So with those two posts, we put them out on all the platforms, short form wise: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, and what's the last one? YouTube, right? So the goal there is to convert on Instagram. The traction is always good because someone might be watching your TikToks and they're like, okay, this guy, there's no way to communicate because TikTok DMs suck, right? But when they ever come across you on Instagram, that nurturing is already going on. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that makes sense. So just having that social proof on I have so-and-so followers gathered on all accounts, that works well. We have clients going viral on TikTok and we have a way to funnel them to the Instagram because that's where they can get converted. And your question was, how much are we posting? So yeah, that's it. For real carousel every day. So if you do the math, that adds up to 240 plus touch points in a month. And you can see how that works for a coach, right? Because like, let's just say each of those get one view, right? Even though it's not as much high converting as the YouTube, but even if each of those pieces of short form content gets one view, which is highly unlikely.
Yeah.
That's 240 touch points, bro. You know what I mean? So like with
yeah.
highly targeted content in terms of you're targeting your ICP, 240 touch points, which is highly, highly unlikely. You can see how that translates into leads and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. No, that's cool, man. I love that. It's super cool how like we like each have our own methods, and like, you know, there's other people I know as well have their own unique ways of distribution, and they all kind of lead to the same similar effect. But it's like there's so much you can learn from each person.
Yeah, you know, it's like business models, man. Whether it's forex or drop shipping or agency, whatever. Every business model works. The best one is the one that you're comfortable doing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yes sir.
Yeah. So like your clients would probably bail after the first 2 weeks working with us. In terms of those guys you spoke about anxiety, it's like,
oh yeah.
I know it's like they're gonna be like, oh, I know it's 2 hours a month, bro, but like, man, those 30 minutes sound like 3 hours. You know what I mean? So it's like everyone has their own thing. That's why targeting is important, bro. That's exactly why target is. Exactly. So it's amazing, man. It's amazing. And Cash, I found a Cash, he's testing out some AI stuff as well in terms of AI content, similar to what you're doing. He's been testing out for a while. He's like, did you see it? Or you know Cash?
No, I didn't get a chance to see any new content.
Okay, yeah. So he's been trying that out for a couple months. He's trying to make it perfect as well, because obviously you would know AI is AI. It can get funny. So that's the goal right now, is for him to make it perfect. He's testing on his own account. And once that's good, man, he's going to roll it out as well. So yeah, man. So let's talk about you. What are the big plans for 2025 in your personal brand?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's really just testing out this opportunity of like bulk distribution. Like I saw that video. I mean, I'm sure you may have seen it too, of Mr. Beast, like looking at that Bollywood account, and there's some Bollywood account that grew, I think, like 10 million followers in like less than a year. And he asked them, like, how are you posting?
30 times a day or something?
Yeah, literally they post like 15 to 20 times an hour. So
what?
Yeah. So these guys are posting literally 15 to 20 times an hour. They grew to like 10 million plus followers in a couple, like I think 6 months or something. Like don't quote me on the numbers specifically, but
that's Ashton Hall numbers, bro.
Oh yeah. yeah. Some crazy Like, yeah. So that kind of opened my eyes to the fact that there are no limits to posting. Like, we kind of, as content agencies, we all kind of uniformly had this thought of, you need to distribute, you have to wait at least 1 hour to post a video, you know, before the next one, or 1 or 2 hours. I mean, after seeing this kind of proof publicly, I kind of realized there's no posting limits. As long as you're posting good stuff, you will get content and results.
Yeah.
And so now we're like, there's probably clientele out there that are willing to pay me like $25,000 a month to post, you know, 20 to 30 videos a day for them. And I can do that with infinite scale because of the AI. So that's really the goal, is how can I figure out a way to do that effectively and distribute it and find that type of super high ticket, like higher ticket clientele. And then also, I think productizing this and building a software. That's like the easiest way to scale a business, is to just have a software, right? So, oh yeah. I mean, I work with like, I partner with Poppy, and like, I talk to their development team all the time, because I had this idea like a year and a half ago with a similar Poppy concept. They hit me up. They're like, yo, do you want to just promote, be an affiliate? And I'm like, bro, you guys built the shit that I was thinking about a long time ago. Like, this is so hype. Like, I didn't have to do any work. They already did it for me, you know? And so now I'm seeing them, and it's like, dude, they are growing. Like, because I know their numbers, because I talk to them. Like, I wouldn't want to share them, but I will say, like, within 6 months, they've grown, like, I would say, like 100-fold revenue. That's all I can say. You know,
like, Rev is crazy, bro. That's
MRR,
crazy.
Yeah, that's all I can say, bro.
That's double. That's 2 zeros at the back.
That's 2, bro. Yeah.
Crazy dog. Crazy dog.
So,
crazy dog.
It's hype. It's hype, and I think it's like, that's really the goal, is by the end of this year, have a software version of what I offer, because I do charge like a slightly higher ticket, like, you know, mid to high 4 figures, right? So it's like, not everyone can afford that. The people that, you know, can't, if I have a software that allows them to do it, I can grow that infinitely. And ideally, I do want to exit. So being able to just have a SaaS multiple, which is like 3 to 5x instead of an agency.
That's
like
crazy,
2x, you know. So
the ROI on a successful SaaS is insane, bro.
It's the valuation is crazy, bro.
The best way. Yeah. You build a successful service, turn that into a SaaS, and it's like, bro, we're in Miami 24/7, bro.
Oh yeah, it's done. Like, you ain't gotta worry about anything.
Man, it's crazy, man. No, shout out to the guys at Poppy, man. They're really doing good. And man, this has been a good talk, man. What could I ask you to kind of? What is something you wish I asked you on this one, man?
I mean, I guess maybe just journey leading up to this point is maybe the one thing. But you had pretty good questions. Like, everything was great, you know. Like, I think we dived really deep. I love like when you dive into like technical, like deep shit, because that's when people like, usually I'm sure the question, everyone has a very similar, like, here's what we do, here's what we offer. Obviously I have a very unique offer, so it's a bit more fun, but you know, most of the time I think getting really deep into the nitty gritty that no one's going to tell you about is what I love talking about, and you hit all the points, so that was hype.
Yeah, bro, definitely, man. I'm a freak myself in terms of, man, breaking down content. And bro, the biggest thing for me is like conversion with high ticket, man. That stuff is broken, man. If you dial it down in terms of the content, you don't even need to be posting that much. If you have dialed down your content systems in terms of how you're funneling them to the long form, how you're nurturing them, man, I promise you, you need 12 posts a month in terms of reels. And I'm not saying that to shit on your stuff in terms of your volume, because we do that much volume as well, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, the potential is actually insane. If you can dial down your systems in terms of content, how you're tailoring the content in terms of script and everything, who you're targeting, where you're funneling them to, having a backlog of content for them to be nurtured with, man, you're gonna run out of business because you're gonna onboard too many people, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, bro, and I agree, and not at all. Like, I completely agree with what you mean. Like, if you do it right, the threshold is so low. Yeah. It's just no one's doing it right. But if you do it right, the threshold is so low. Yeah, bro, like 10 posts a day, like 10 posts a month, you know, 12 posts a month, you're good.
You're good. I swear, like, that's how it is, man. The game is so broken. It's just Man, honestly, I love this space. I love the info space. It's so crazy. Yeah, so let's talk about you, man. How did you get here? Where are you from originally? Are you an immigrant?
Yeah. So I was born in India, in like South India,
Our founders
city
Indian,
called
so that's
Hyderabad.
cool.
So yeah, moved to Atlanta when I was 1, honestly. So I pretty much grew up in Atlanta my whole life. Went to college, Georgia Tech, electrical engineering degree. And funny enough, I don't do shit with it now, but it's like, it's there. I have it. And then I'd say during college is really when I started this marketing agency. Me and my brother, we started blowing up accounts on TikTok when it really started early, like COVID. That's when TikTok started going crazy. We pretty much realized that you can post certain types of content and it will blow up quickly. So we would grow accounts to like hundreds and thousands of followers within like weeks and months. And so, and just start doing affiliate or just sell it to someone.
Okay.
And so super easy way to grow. And then we realized, like, why don't we take this and start selling it as a agency service to people? And so then we started doing that. It was pretty much just straight organic content. Died down a little bit because we both got busy with school. And then a ChatGPT released like 2 years ago, something like that. And then I was like, okay,
it must have been hard without GPT, bro.
Oh yeah. So yeah, bro, it's literally GPT. I'm like, shit, we already did all this stuff, grew over 1 million followers across all of our accounts. So I'm like, let's take that as a resume bullet point and then use ChatGPT as a brand new tech. So we have experience and then we have immersion in like emerging technology. Combine the two and like now it's been crazy. I'm like, dude, it's nuts. Oh, like yeah.
Man, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. Man. Obviously, I resonate with that, going to uni and it's like, what the hell is this degree, man? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But man,
like
to see that you've been able to come so far is really motivating, man. I'm sure there's a lot of people who would be inspired by you back home in terms of having that dream. Like they don't even have to come here. It's like they can make that dream work from wherever it is they are. All you need is a laptop and a router, bro. You're good.
Yes, sir. That's it, bro. Yeah,
man. It's amazing. This one thing I wanted to ask when we were in the thick of it, I kind of forgot. We were talking about distribution. What do you guys do? Do you guys do only Instagram? How do you focus on Instagram, or you do similar to us?
Yeah, so it's primarily focused on Instagram, and that's what I just tell my clients. I'm like, if you want to focus on TikTok, I mean, you need to make like a 2.5-minute video now. Like things have changed, right? Like TikTok is just, it's way different. Creator fun. They want someone promoting a TikTok shop product. They want you making a 2-minute video. So we do redistribute it onto the other platforms just for the sake of it's an extra, 100 or extra 1,000 views that
similar to us.
But yeah, it's just really primarily the content, the storytelling, the design, the funnel, the call to action. It's all for
tailored to IG. Yeah. IG is crazy, bro. IG is actually crazy. Better at cooking, bro.
Yeah. It's like, how am I posting videos on this platform, getting qualified people that are interested in asking me, yo, like, how do I work?
How can I pay? Yeah.
Like where, like send the invoice. I'm like, bruh, chill. Like, let's hop on a call first, I'm like,
bro, it's crazy, bro. Honestly, man, it's crazy. 2025 is insane, man. Everyone, like, obviously it's kind of insensitive to say, but like, man, 10K a month, you just need like a year to lock in, bro. You know what I mean? You need a year to lock in, and you should be doing 10K a month. I mean, obviously, if you have like stuff, you have a place to live, and that stuff. But like, if you have like a decent backing in terms of your life, you're not, even at that, bro. I've heard stories of people who've been able to change their lives still not having a place to live, living in their car. Sam Millsap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was living in his car 2 years ago with his girl, right? Exactly. So oh, it's 2025, man. Like, honestly, it gives me goosebumps speaking about it. Obviously, because I'm from Nigeria as well originally, so like I know what the life is and how easy it is now coming here and knowing how easy it is to actually flip your life around. Because 10K a month might be like nothing here, but like back home, 10K a month.
Oh,
man, you're the biggest boy, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, bro, I agree. It's pretty crazy. And honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I think 10K per month is that big kind of like info world entrepreneur like number that
Yeah.
people are trying to hit. But you boil it down and you realize like 10K per month is actually not gonna get you shit that you see online. It's like,
Yeah.
and especially if you're running an agency, you're probably taking home like 4 to
Or
6.
yeah.
Yeah, literally, right? So it's like 10K is just a fancy number that you want to hit, but I think that as long as someone doesn't give up and they try relatively putting in work, you'll hit 10K. Hitting, maybe let's say 50, 100. Yeah, that's like you starting to get technical. Yeah.
If your stuff is high ticket, let's say it's just 2K. Let's just leave it as 2K. Bro, you need 5 clients to hit 10K a month.
Yeah.
Do you know how crack that is? You have a personal brand. You can make content yourself. You can make a long form YouTube video that doesn't even need an editor. You just in front of a loom, just talking about your stuff.
Oh yeah.
5 clients, 10K a month. Like, no, man. People just, I think it's just, the information. Like, people don't believe in themselves. It's like, oh my God, how am I gonna start? But like, the industry is so cracked, bro. That's why you see all the guys, man. All the guys, you see them no beards, like me and you. They're just young guys chilling in Dubai, chilling in Miami, just fucking doing, because they realized from young. It's like, and that's the thing, they've realized from young. These guys didn't just pop up on the scene, as much as people like to think. They've actually been in the whether it's working as a salesperson, whether it's working, as an editor on their own. Then they've decided, man, why can't I do this? I'm about to take this journey myself and step up and actually even compete with, the person I'm working for or whatever. You know what I mean? And they just pop off because they've been in the trenches. So you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree, man. Like, I think even for me, I started building shitty drop shipping stores when I was 14, and like spending money on paid ads. And the thing that people don't get, and I love saying this, is like, I have just failed so many times that the success was inevitable. Like, I started drop shipping when I was 14. I built 3 drop shipping stores. I failed. I built my own private label e-commerce store. I failed. I built like some other shit. It didn't work. I then finally built this organic short form agency. It worked, but I still kind of failed. So I didn't fully succeed the first 1 or 2 years of this past 4 years. And then a year and a half ago, I pivoted into AI and content. And then boom, it clicked. But all I tried was try to fail as quickly as possible, And so I think people are so scared. People are so scared of failing that they just don't do it. But like, once you realize that you want to start enjoying failing and being excited, bro, like the AI cloning stuff, I started in October. It took me a month to build the product. It took me 2 weeks a month and 2 weeks to test out and build the product. And I was like, I want to fail as quickly as possible because that shit is exciting. And then I failed quickly. I figured it out and I failed quickly and then I succeeded. And then I just launched it to clients and then boom, I'm like, holy shit. I just launched a new offer that took me a month to make and I'm like already at 15K. I'm like, bro, what? This is easy, And like, so I think the biggest thing, like, I honestly, like, whoever watches this or whatever it may be, just fail quickly. And start getting addicted to failing because that shit is fun. Because then you're like, I know I'm one step closer.
That's where you should get your dopamine from, bro. Not from doom scrolling. Get your dopamine from failing at trying to succeed in life in general. Not just, it could be in the gym. It could be whatever, man. Just try. Don't forget about the people, man. People are always gonna yap. They're always gonna yap until it's time to say, how did you do it, bro? And it's like, I studied, bro.
Yeah. No, literally. And that's the same thing. People ask me like, dude, how'd you like grow so quickly with your agency? Like, and I tell them all the same thing. I'm like, I just tried to actively fail as quickly as possible. And I failed so many times that the success was inevitable. And I'm still failing now. Like, I'm nowhere, bro. Like, I'm trying to make consistent 100K months. Like, I'll get there in like, 6 to 8 months. I already know it. And the reason I'm going to, because I'm going to keep failing at,
the work you put
5 to 30K per month where I'm at now. I'm going to keep failing and then I'm going to fail again and then succeed at 50K, fail again and keep going. So It's like,
It's amazing.
it's just inevitable. So
It's amazing, man. This has been really great. This has been really great. Let me ask you this, man, to kind of end it off. Where can the people go
Yeah.
to find out about you and learn more about what you do?
yes, sir. The best place is honestly my Instagram. It's Harsha, my first name, Harsha the Mentor. I post a bunch of
Okay.
content, amazing stuff there. That's honestly the best place. I don't want to overwhelm the audience with a bunch of stuff. The other place
Yeah.
would be my website, Mentrix, mentrix.ai. Couple cool videos, overview, but I mean, yeah, my Instagram's the best place, I'd say.
Amazing, amazing. Quick question, last question.
Yeah, man.
Where did the name come from? What's the inspo for the name?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I did like 4 years of Latin in high school. So I mean, you don't really speak that shit anyway, but I can understand it. Mentrix is it means mentor, right? So it means mentor. It's like the feminine version. So mentor is mentor in Latin, same word, right? That's where it came from in English. But Mentrix is the feminine version. And so I'm like,
Amazing.
shit, this sounds hard. Like it sounds like futuristic, you know, and the whole goal of like what I'm doing is like even my username, Harsha the Mentor, and then like Mentrix. So it's just, I think, being able to provide value and provide mentorship through whatever we do. That's kind of where it came from.
Amazing, bro. Amazing, bro. This has been really great. This has been really great. This is definitely top 3 in terms of
Yes,
podcasts
sir.
I've done. And they number 3, man. They number 3, definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, but this has been really fun, and hopefully we can have you on some other time, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I really hope you enjoyed this podcast. I want you to go away and execute everything there is that you've learned. Now, one thing I will say is if you're in a position where you're ready to actually take things to another level, you want structured, clear guidance, you want a team that can actually help accelerate you, book in a chat with our advisors. Why? We can blow up your personal brand to attract clients begging to work with you. All you got to do is book in a chat with our advisors and we can help make it happen. Sound fair enough?